up, real pretty family? You know how we coming, you know how we bumming, you know how we slumming in this channel. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that like button down below. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to share this video with all of your friends, family, anybody who has a YouTube account, okay? Okay. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to say no without feeling guilty, okay? Because I know sometimes we like to be people pleasers, or we like to, you know, we love our friends, we love our family, we love our maybe boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever it may be, right? But if we keep saying yes, 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 then we're going to be burnt out for the goals that we have in our lives. So sometimes it is appropriate and needed to say no. So I'm going to teach you how to say no without feeling guilty, okay? Advice number one would be that saying no to somebody is actually saying yes to yourself. So saying no to somebody, such as, hey, do you want to go hang out on Friday afternoon and go out to these bars and go to the club and, you know, just get dressed and have fun? And I'm not saying that you don't have to do those things, but sometimes if you get in a constant loop of constantly going to the bars, clubs, spending money on, you know, things you're not supposed to, or just like things like that are supposed to be in small percentages. You know, have fun, go out, get loose. But if you're going every weekend, then it's kind of like, well, you could be doing something greater with that time, with that money, with yourself. So back to the thing. If somebody invites you to go to the club or the bar or somewhere on a Friday night, but you know that you have to study for a test coming up, or you have a paper due at midnight and you really have to get it done at woo. So if you know you have a paper due that night at Friday, but you love your friends, you miss your friends, you want to go hang out, you want to go have fun, you want to get dressed, get cute, put on the makeup and go out, have a few drinks, but you have to say no, because then you're saying yes to your school, your education, your paper, your good grade. But if you would have went to that club, the paper would have been turned in late, and then if you would have tried doing it on Saturday morning, you would have probably had a hangover, didn't do it as thoughtful and as good as you would have that Friday. So saying no to people is saying yes to yourself, to your goals, to your relationship, to your time, to your boundaries, all of that, because, you know, you want to keep goals to yourself, whether it's working out. I have a goal to work out, so sometimes I might hang out with my friends because I'm too lazy to work out. But with me, I have to start, like, you know, deciding like, oh, I have to work out on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so sorry, I can't hang out. Advice number 2, which is dropping the guilt altogether. Because as long as you say no in a politeful manner, and you're polite in communication, and you just politely say no, then it's not on you on how the other person reacts. So say a friend is asking you to hang out, and you have work 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then you know you have to go work out and then go home and relax. But somebody wants to say, hey, come out to this concert that's going on downtown, woo woo, come on. But I know a concert sounds fun, but what is more fun? Having that discipline for just 2 or 3 months to lose the weight, or constantly going to run after fun and you never get your goals completed? So then what, when you're at that concert and you're trying to pick out an outfit, you're still subconscious. So it's just like, what are your goals and what matters to you in life, you know? So say if somebody invites you to a concert, but you know you have to work out and you have to go to sleep and you have to wake up early the next day for work. So if you say politely, no, sorry, I can't go to the concert, I'm gonna go work out today, and then I have to go get up early for work tomorrow. And if that friend is like, what, work out? Bitch, you don't have to do that. Come on, you're not being a good friend, you're not trying to hang out with me, I just need to hang out with you this 1 week. It is not on you how they feel, how they think, if they think you're a bad friend, because honestly this happens a lot to me. Like with my ex-best friend, she just always wanted things done on her time and whenever she wanted to, and wanted me to pick her up and drop her off and do this and do that. But the minute I needed something, it was, I'm the bad friend, and why are you doing that? You're not thinking about this, and you're not thinking about us or me or da 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 da. And I'm just like, I know I'm a good friend. I've been a good friend for fucking 8+ years. So you're not going to tell me off this one incident that I know I'm not being a bad friend, that I'm a bad friend. So, hey, that wasn't my problem. So if you want to stop being my friend over something that small, even though I was there for you, picking you up, dropping you off, fucking doing stuff for you, being a good friend, taking you places, hanging out with you, uplifting your energy, making you happy, making you smile, making you laugh, doing all this stuff when you're down bad and stuff like that, and then you turn around and you flip the script and you say like, oh, I'm a bad friend or this and that. Sorry, but I know I'm a good person in this world. I try to be a good person every single day. I've been working on my emotional intelligence, my aggression, my this, my that. So I know in this day, in 2026, I am a good person. I am a good friend. And I don't need to over explain myself. I mean, as long as I politely tell you what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and this and that, if you take it how you take it, that's on them. Maybe they're going through their own thing in life. Maybe they need to journal themselves. Maybe they need to work on themselves or heal something on them, you know? So, advice number 2, as long as you have polite communication, then you can't be blamed for the response. If they have a bad response, hey, maybe you could come talk to them in a couple of days and they'll be over it. But if they're not over it and they want to stop being friends with you over you having goals and aspirations for yourselves and other things going on in your life, then I guess they weren't a good friend after all. Advice number 3 on how to say no without feeling guilty. Advice number 3 would be to take a pause, take a moment, and take a breather when somebody asks you to do something. Because when you get to take a pause and a breath, it gives you a moment to actually think about your calendar, your time, if you want to do it, what's it going to cost you, how much energy is going to cost out of you, what you got to rearrange out of your schedule to see if you can help this person. Like, this person might think like, oh, well, she got it like that. She got a car, so of course she could come pick me up and drop me off. But, you know, with your schedule, you might have to go to school. You might have to pick up a grandparent and drop off a grandparent. You might have to pick up kids and drop off kids. You might have to feed your cats at a certain time, or go feed your animals, your dogs, your this, your that. So definitely take a pause after somebody asks you something. And then when you take a pause, this will give you more of a thought and more time to not say yes automatically. Because usually with your friends, your loved one, people that you love, you know, it's just an automatic response. Sometimes maybe you guys are like happy in the moment, maybe a little sippy, a little drink, a little this, a little that, and you're just like, I'm happy right now, so yeah, sure. But then when it's 2 or 3 days later and you actually got to go do that errand, are you going to be happy then? Are you going to be having the energy to do it then? Taking a breather will give you time and space to take the pressure off of yourselves in the moment, in the conversation. You know, most people have anxiety, so most people just want to be people pleasers and just say yes. But if you take a moment, you know, go look at your phone, go look at your calendar, like think about it. And then this also gives the other person time to think like, oh, maybe their schedule is busy, maybe this and that, maybe I should, you know, give them an easier time, or maybe like let them see when they can help me, not just on my time. And if they're a good friend, they'll probably manage their schedule and time, and they'll consider your schedules as well. But if they're a bad friend and they just want to manipulate you and use you for what you have and what they need, and that's all they care about, then they're probably going to get mad at you because you didn't help them out. And they're going to stay mad because they're going to think that you're the bad friend because you didn't want to help out, not caring about your schedules, your timelines, your goals, or anything like that. So take a breather. Advice number 4 would be to say no and then say thank you afterwards. Like, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate you thinking about me. I appreciate the thought. But you know, you can still say no, but sound polite and appreciative. Because like, say somebody invites you to their barbecue, like, hey, I'm having a barbecue today, woo woo, do you want to come? But say you have to do a paper for school, or go work out, or do a YouTube video, or do something in your goal, right? And you just know that if you go to this barbecue, it's going to prolong it, you're not going to be on your timeline and stuff like that. But you love this friend, you would love to go to the barbecue, but you just can't in the moment. And that's fine. That is fine. It's not like your friend is only going to have one barbecue the entire summer, or the entire, you know, time of your friendship. There will be more barbecues, more movies, more bars, more clubs, more beaches, more opportunities, more concerts. There will always be something fun going on. So just because you missed this one fun thing with your friend doesn't mean it's the end of the world. There will be many more fun things with these friends. When you say, no, I can't make it today, but thank you, this at least gives them the thought of, oh, okay, they just can't make it this time, but I can still invite them next time I have a barbecue. Because people just stay in their heads too much, and they take, I don't know, people just want you to be mind readers and body language readers, and not everybody can read body language and mind and facial expressions and learn what somebody is and to have empathy. Not everybody knows how to do that. So sometimes if somebody invites you to a barbecue and you just flat up say no, then they're gonna think like, dang, does she not like my food? Does she not like being over my house? My house is dirty. What doesn't she like? Like, is it me? Is it them? Is it what's going on? Like, well, if they don't want to come, maybe they're just uncomfortable, so it's okay, I won't invite them. But if you say, no, I can't make it, but thank you for inviting me, I hope to come to the next one, then this will keep the friendship going and flowing and communication, and they know that you still love them and you would have wanted to come, but you have other plans, and that's fine. You guys can talk about it later. But just saying flat out no might feel a little bit like, you know, have the other person have some questions. So we don't want to force people to be mind readers, but we're gonna say no, thank you, I have to do 1, 2, and 3, and yeah, I hope to make it to the next one. Okay, bruh. Tip number 5. Tip number 5 is really close to tip number 4, but tip number 5 is to offer a compromise. Because we all know that you love your friends, you love your family, you love your relationships, your partners, boyfriends, girlfriends, but it's hard to, you know, we can't split ourselves into 5 different people and just all be there at once. So we have to compromise. So say somebody invites you out to that barbecue on Friday, but you have to write that paper for school. So you tell them, no, thank you, I can't make it, but thank you for the invite. So that's cool, right? But you could go the extra step and you could say, hey, I can't hang out this Friday, but my schedule's free for next Tuesday and Wednesday. Are you free for Tuesday and Wednesday? Maybe we can hang out in the backyard with the kids, or just hang out, have a little drink. You know, maybe I could barbecue at my house, or, you know, just if you guys are friends, you know you're going to want to hang out with your friends. So you're going to feel a little bit bad, and you're going to feel a little bit of FOMO not hanging out with them at that barbecue, knowing like they're a good friend, they always make you laugh, they're fun, they're this, they're that. So it's just like, dang, I really want to go to that barbecue, but I just can't. I have to stick to my goals. So offer the compromise. Say, hey, these are my off days for next week. If you're off, if you can make it, let's please hang out. Because that'll create, like, you know, like you could keep your friends, family, and relationships around. And the same goes for relationships. Because I know boyfriends and girlfriends, they just think like, you know, you have to be there and they have to do this, and my boyfriend has to do this, and my girlfriend has to support me, and this and that. But sometimes your boyfriend or your girlfriend has their own life with their own family members asking them to do things, with their own friends asking them to do things. Like, each person has 3 groups: friends, family, and their relationship. So the same goes for your man. He has friends, family, and you. So I know it's hard, but you can't be everywhere all at the same time. You can't support everybody on every single day. So you have to compromise, choose and pick which events you go to, which events are important, which events you could, like, you know, move around your schedule and stuff like that. And hopefully if they were good friends, they would have gave you some like time in advance to figure out your schedule. So if they're that good friends and they care about you and they want you in their plans, they're gonna at least, you know, tell you 2-3 weeks beforehand, like, hey, I'm throwing a barbecue, woo, and that'll give you time to add them to your weekly schedule. Also, but by doing your paper, like maybe you could have did your paper Wednesday and Thursday night because you know you want to hang out with your friend on Friday. So it's a compromise between your friends and also between yourself. Like, your friend might not even know that you're compromising having to work on this paper Wednesday and Thursday night just so you can meet them at their barbecue Friday night. But they just think, oh, hey, my friend's here, woo, woo, woo. But they don't even know that you almost burnt yourself out trying to get there. So it's always about compromise. Make sure that you put yourself first, because yourself comes first. Your health, your mental health, stress could kill you. So make sure that you're relaxing, sleeping, you know, not putting too much on your plate, and then you could go have fun with your friends. Okay. Tip number 6. Tip number 6 on how to say no without feeling guilty is to take care of yourself. And I just said this. You could tell that these are my notes because I just said this. You have to take care of yourself first. Saying no means taking care of yourself. Hey, with me, I know that I'm going to take a nap from 2 to 5 p.m. So it's like, sometimes my friends be telling me, hey, I'm free, woo, woo, let's hang out. And I be like, I'm about to go take my nap, girl, but if you want, I could still hang out with you around 5-6 o'clock if that's cool. And my friends are still friends, and they'll still hang out with me from 5-6 o'clock, you know? They want me to get my sleep. They want me to get my rest, you know? They don't want me to be all overstimulated and angry and rushing. And, you know, I don't like to be like that with my friends. I like to have all my responsibilities out the way, all my stress. And really, my stress is my bills. So as long as I got my bills paid, my goals are in the motion, Kobe's safe, he's healthy, he's not sick, then I have a really good time management with taking care of YouTube and being with my friends. But I do have bad time management with working out and being with my friends, because it's just like, who wants to work out? That is so boring. So sometimes I do pick my friends over working out, but sometimes I've been trying not to, because my birthday is coming up and I really gotta tone up a little bit, okay? Just this stomach, because if I wear a dress, I don't want this stomach popping out. But yes, take care of yourself. That means resting, meal prepping if you need to, cooking for yourself instead of ordering out. Sometimes just hanging out with your friends in the morning time could waste so much energy, and you know, you love them, you're laughing, you're having fun, you're doing this, you're doing that, but then when you get home, you don't want to cook, so then you order fast food, and then that leads to unhealthy habits. So it's just like, make sure you're getting your priorities straight, make sure you're meal prepping, make sure you're scheduling at least 2 times a week working out or stretching, or, you know, make sure you're journaling, make sure you're resting, sleeping, you're healthy, not sick, you're taking your vitamins, doing everything that you need to do for you. Because if you're sick, or if you're overstimulated, or if your mental health isn't good, then it's not a good energy to be around. Not saying that you're not going to be a good friend, but it's just like, who wants to be around somebody who's always sad, or always tired, or always mad, or always stressed, or always talking about money or bills or this or that, you know? Like, yeah, it's cool. I love to vent to my friends. I love to vent, but then it gets to a point where, like, all right, I don't want to bring my burdens of life onto my friends, you know? So I like to have fun. I like to let loose. I like to be a friend when I'm around my friends. So I take care of myself in the dark and on the nights, and take care of myself and make sure everything's good, and journal if I'm feeling sad, and this and that. So I don't put all of my emotional load onto my friends. So then when I see my friends, it's all good time. Hey, let's go have fun. Let's go outside. Let's go walk to the water. Let's go to the beach. Let's go do this. Let's go do that, you know? So, yes. But it's not like I hide myself. I do show my friends my soft side when I'm crying, when I'm breaking down. I love my friends when I could call them whenever I can, whenever I'm sad and stuff like that. But you also have to learn some independency to know, hey, take care of yourself first, and then you can take care of everybody else in the world. Okay? And last but not least, advice number 7 is You have the right to say no. And if you don't want to, you don't have to explain why you're saying no. This mainly goes for like boundaries and like girlfriend boyfriend relationships and stuff like that. Like, you know, if you say no, it's a no. With my child's father, he's really annoying to me, and really annoying to me. And when I say no to him, I don't have a respect, I don't have a need, and I don't feel the urge to explain why I'm saying no, because there's no more in there. So with him, I don't have a urge to say over explain why I'm saying no, because I've just argued with that person so many times, tried to explain myself so many times, my emotions, my mental health, all of that, and he's just a narcissist and doesn't care. So once you see somebody as a narcissist or unhealthy or unhealed or trying to manipulate you, you don't have to explain why you're saying no to them. Let them do what they want to do. Because if you have a healed friend, a good friend, a person with a good kind heart, and you say no to them, they're gonna understand, like, oh, it's okay, I'll see her next week, or oh, it's okay, it's fine, it's not like we're gonna stop being friends just because you can't come to my barbecue or whatever, this and that. You don't have to explain yourself at all, because it's impossible to try to please everybody all the time, like make everybody happy. Like if you make everybody happy, then what's gonna be left for you? What time? What day? What time is going to be left for you? So don't care about impressing other people. The only thing that you need to care about is taking care of yourself. If you have family, take care of your family, your kids, and that's it. And if you don't have family or kids, then hey, if you just have a really close best friend, then take care of each other, okay? And also, just a little tip is make sure that you have good friends around you who will do the same things as you. Like, make sure you have somebody around who will be there when you go to jail, or be there when you're on your deathbed, or when you're sick, or when you're like crying, or when you're like exploding, or like just find a friend who will be there for you when you need them, not when they need you, or when you're helping them, or when you're helping them with their life and oh my gosh, we're having such a cool friendship. But just for one day, say no. Stop helping that person just for one day and see what happens. See who are truly your friends and who are truly not your friends. Because if you say no and they start flipping out, then maybe they wouldn't have done everything you did for them, for you. And that's the thing that I find out with a lot of friends and a lot of people. That's why I'm just going to start taking care of myself and taking care of Kobe, because I like to put all my love, all my energy. Like I remind you guys in every video, I'm a Leo, and that stuff really does matter. Like, I don't know, I believe in horoscopes, but not that it matters, but it really is entwined in my life. Like Leo sun, Leo rising, Leo birthday, Leo, everything. So Leos like to have a pride. They like to be in groups. They like to have community. They like to have people around them. They like to organize. We don't want attention, but we like to organize, be leaders, help people be great like them. I love people. I love relationships. I put my all, like, I don't even know how to explain it. I'll pick you up, drop you off, help you go to the interviews, help you do this. If you're my boyfriend, I'll cook, clean, bathe you, wash your clothes, do chores, do this, do that. If you're my family, I'll go to every freaking event, even when I don't want to, do this, do that. And it's just like, but people are never there for me. People are never there for me. Like, so it's just like, I wish I knew a big word, but I just put a lot of energy into other people, and I don't get the energy back. So be careful with that, real pretty family. But the last step will definitely tell you who your real friends are and who your fake friends are. So go ahead, go try to say no, go say no without feeling guilty, and see what the results are. Okay, so thank you for watching my video, real pretty family. We talked about how to say no without feeling guilty. So make sure that you remember these 7 steps. Comment down below which step that you've heard of, or which step that you want to like do, ease into, maybe because you're a little scared, you don't want to lose a friend, this and that. But I'm telling you, I've lost a best friend of almost 10 years, and you'll live. I'm living. I'm still here. I'm still happy. So it's gonna be fine. Friends, you'll find many friends. So you just gotta put yourself out there. Make sure you're loving yourself first. And yes, Real Pretty Family, thank you for tuning into my video. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and don't forget to share this video. And if you want to drop a little hint and be messy, share this video to somebody you want to say no to, but you feel guilty. Share this video to them, and maybe they'll get the hint, like, am I asking for too much? Maybe I was the bad friend. Maybe I'm not caring about her schedule. Maybe I'm not caring about her goals. Wow, let me care about her. Okay? So go ahead and share this video to the person you want to say no to, and maybe they'll get the hints. But other than that, I want to say thank you for loving me and supporting me. I love you guys too. So this is Real Pretty Family.